Good Monday morning, everybody. I have to show you before I get started today the Halloween tray that we painted last night. Thank you all for joining me. I'm gonna have it in a replay because I didn't do the ombre effect and the background live because I was trying to hurry the process. So we're going to put it all together in a nice, neat YouTube video for you. But until then, I just kind of wanted to show you, maybe, because it doesn't look as good. I'm trying to get it so you can see that diamond dust on. Oh, look at that. You can see the diamond dust there. Can you see the diamond? It was hard to get a picture of it last night. It may be hard to get. And then this little one has diamond dust as well. Oh, you can see it right there. All right, maybe. You can see it sparkle. So today, later on this afternoon, I'm gonna come in and detail out all of these little pumpkins, clean it all up, and then it's going to be sprayed. And once it's sprayed, it's gonna look so much better because it'll just pop the colors out when I use an enamel spray. So anyway, I love that tray. I'm glad I chose Halloween. Everybody said winter. Well, not everybody said winter, but the majority, just by a hair, said winter. And I'm like, oh, even the picture that I posted, Halloween or winter, I purposely made it monochrome, black and white, thinking, oh, they're all going to say Halloween. I know not a lot of people like Halloween, so I get it. But I do like cutesy Halloween, so that's always preference. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Brenda. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Vicki. Hi, Marianne. So this morning, I got to catch up on Etsy orders. You know what people ordered this weekend? A rabbit. How many people order rabbits in, what is it, August, July? So we got a rabbit to put together. What I do with these is, no. My husband cut the wrong hands and feet. Dad blame it. Don't the hands look too big? He got the wrong pattern. So we're back to drawing board one. So what he does on these is I hand painted the original, had them UV printed, and then he will drill holes here and drill holes here. He'll put a wire through them, attach the hands and the feet. I put them in a pair of jeans and a little flannel shirt, and then they can sit on your porch. So now that one's not going out today, is it? You know, my husband's the organized one, and every time, because I do have several different sitting characters, but every time it's like, no, put them all together in a little baggie. And I don't even do that, but you would think that as many times as we get those wrong, it would be at that point. But all right, so my next thing is still more sitting characters, only they are scarecrows. And I started painting them yesterday. A lady ordered 2 of them off of Etsy. So I thought that I would talk to you guys while I paint. Let me pull you over here. Okay, ready? There we go. All right, now I'll have to bring you up on my iPad so I can see your comments. So these sitting characters I have done for years. I have not changed anything about them at all. And they still sell well for me. I used to sell them at a lot of the craft shows. In fact, that rabbit that you just saw, he used to be, only I used to do them bigger. Now you can't afford to do them bigger because of shipping. But there were times at the shows, I remember one high school show, Cassidy, who is now 28, had went to the show with us, and we had done so many, but we didn't have time to get them all dressed. Her and her dad had to sit out in the van with the air compressor dressing characters. You know what? I think that was about the last time that she ever went to a craft show. They were so busy because we had all the bodies painted, but he didn't have them, get them all wired. You know, that was back in the show days when you would say, if I had one more day, I would have enough product. So then when I started online, it was the third pattern I ever made. In fact, you can still buy the pattern on Etsy today. I made it 4 years ago. It still sells. I still sell at least 1 or 2 a week. And there are over 400 people, because I can keep track, because it's all inside of a private Facebook group. And I take you through how to, my husband cuts them, how I paint them, how you put them together, how he wires them. And that was one of the best tutorials we ever put together, because he has a video of, you know, our air compressor, the air gun, the size wire that you use. You get the line drawings of the hands, the feet, the body, because this one goes on a body that is made out of 1x6, I think. And so it's an L-shaped body. Drill holes in certain places, put their hands and feet on, dress them. There's a lot of steps in these guys. I don't sell them at the prices that I used to sell them at craft shows because they take me way too long. I know, I am over the craft show circuit. Hi, Debbie. Toy soldiers. Yeah, they do have a hat band, and they get raffia. So they have raffia hair, hat bands, the whole thing. Hi, Lori. Hi, Cindy. So they're just kind of a staple in my business. And so I sold the pattern, and then several people have them listed on Etsy for a lot cheaper than I do. I used to sell these for $45, and the amount of work that's in these, I basically made no money. Because they are very time consuming. And with the cost of wood, because then you have to have the 1x6 and all that stuff on there. But I really do need to change up the face a little bit, give it a new face, and redo that pattern on Facebook. I think that this is, well, no, I take it back. Between this and those trucks, they were our most popular items that we've ever made. Trucks and sitting characters. I'm going to get these done because I've got a couple more trays. I'm ready to try some more Halloween. I loved that project yesterday. And last year I didn't get started on Halloween until probably October, so I didn't get much time. I'd never been a big Halloween painter. I know, we do need to, don't we? I don't ever want to see one again, to be honest with you. I got some, though. No, because on these you have to have 3/4 inch wood, and they can only print on 1/4 inch. So, and this is the easy part. This is the real easy part. It's all the dressing them and finding clothes for them is the hardest part. Yeah, because he's got to put the L shape together. He's got to cut the wires, you know, and those wires are heavy. So it's not like you can just use your hands to pull the wires through and bend them. You have to use needle nose pliers to even bend the wire, because you want them to be able to set properly. And then to find the clothes. There is nobody that dresses their little boys in long sleeve flannel shirts anymore. Just doesn't happen. So it is so difficult to find clothes. I mean, I've got a stockpile of more clothes than I can ever use now, but it's tough. So, and you know, used to be able to get the jeans and shirts for 50 cents a piece. Now if you go to Goodwill, they're $5 a piece. So, and I've had to go to Goodwill before and pay that amount for them to get them out. But I also sell mine for $147. So one year I even went to Walmart and they had the buffalo plaid shirts. I sent everyone in our family around to all the Walmarts in the areas, and they shipped them to me too, and bought all their flannel red buffalo plaid shirts, because that's the one everybody wanted. Now I haven't really had any requests for that, but it's tough to find that. And then I mean, these things aren't little, and then you're dressing them like a baby and flipping them up and using an air compressor to staple their clothes on. It's a chore. I don't even like doing them for $147, to be honest with you. I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep doing them. Because, you know, there's just some things that you've done for so long. And even though they're great sellers, we've got people who sell them on the marketplace too. It's just more work than I really, you know, I'm to the point in what I do that I want to be creative, and this isn't creative for me. This is assembly line work that we did when we did craft shows. So I get no joy out of creating things like this. I mean, they're cute when they're done. I'm always glad, but yeah, I don't particularly, so that's why you don't see me really even push them. They live on Etsy and that's it. And then, so you guys saw the whole thing about Temu on tie-dye guy. Well, now they've got my Americana guy and the Bumblebee guy, which is, you know, they're old patterns. I'd never do anything with them anyway. And they turned them into diamond art. Have you seen Temu's diamond art? If anyone actually puts one of those together, I would buy it from them just to say I have one. But to sit and put all those little dots on, they're going to sell a lot of kits to people who will never put them together. Hi, Chris. So that's no big deal really yet. Yeah, till they get your new stuff. That's when it bugs you, is when they get your new stuff. But I'm going to go in and I'm going to change up my Etsy pictures so they're not flat on. You know, like you're right over the picture and they could easily duplicate it. So now my pictures are going to have to be at an angle, which stinks. Can't even put your watermark on them because they can easily remove your watermark. Although I don't even think they care. Can't even believe that picture of that tie-dye guy, I even have that up anywhere because you can see all the charred burn marks around it. So whoever puts, and I ordered one, I'm going to show you guys when it comes. I'll have my mom put it together because she likes those things. But the burn marks are all over the white part of that guy. And I'm like, that is just not even good. But they're doing it to all the wreath makers too. You know that great big wreath that I made, that I bought, like $200 for that wreath with the big Highland cow head. They got the picture that's off Etsy on there, and then their version. When you buy off Temu, and if you scroll down to the bottom to see what you actually get, I wasn't gonna waste my I think it's $12 or $17 because I could see at the bottom where they show you what their product looks like. I wasn't willing to spend that much money to get that just to show everyone and then throw it in the garbage because it was garbage. Oh, well, Debbie, some people will do them, but you know, the majority of people, because I ordered some Highland cow ones thinking Paisley would put them together and she didn't. But the picture they're going off of isn't pretty. I love diamond art. My mom made one of the Highland cow that I put on my the denim jacket. She just came in. I didn't know she was doing it, and she took a photo of it, sent it off to the company. I'm like, well, they got my design. But it's beautiful. I love it. And it's another design that I would never do anything with. In fact, let me show you real quick. All right, let me switch you. I don't know if I can zoom it. Oh, I can. See that? That's the cow that I painted on the back of a denim jacket. Now it's all in diamond art. Isn't that pretty? It's beautiful. I love it. So, you know, I would probably, I don't even know where my original jacket is. Oh, right here. So she took a picture of that that's on the jacket. I really need to sell this. And then, so look how good of a job they, oops, I got you zoomed in too far. Let me zoom you out a moment. So when you look at it on the jacket, and then you look at what they did with it on the diamond art, they did a pretty darn good job. So that's what can happen. But I love it. And like I said, I'll probably never do anything with that design again anyway. And there's that great big cow wreath that I made, that I bought. And that one was like $200, but it's huge. And the one on Temu is like $12.99. And when you look at the picture, it's like really bad. But, well, the problem with that jacket is I might as well keep it because it's an odd size. It'd be hard to find somebody who has... Paisley was supposed to wear it, and she never did. It's a size 10 little girls. So I kind of like it, so I'm kind of not ready to get rid of it. But when I do, I'll probably put it over on Virtual Home Decor Marketplace when they have their auctions. In fact, I'm going to do the auction this week, so I got to get some stuff made. So if you've never heard of Virtual Home Decor Marketplace, those sales are up until Tuesday. And then we have an auction every other Friday, or the first and third Friday of the month. And some amazing stuff. It's like, oh, do I really want to compete with these ladies sometimes? It's like, they got some good stuff. Very, very good stuff. So amazing crafters over there. There are crafters who are out of the craft show world. Thank goodness. Could you imagine? We don't have craft shows around here in July, but the first one that we ever did of the year is always the third week of August, and I sure hope that I think I'll have him take me down there. It's down by St. Louis, over in St. Charles. I mean, I love to go to it because they had so many cute shops and the best cookies around. Huh. That's an idea. Man, when it would have rains, because some people would have their booth down by the river, and then the water would come up, and they'd have to bring in hay and straw, and one year they had to move everybody up on the road with everybody else, and so hot some years. So grateful that I found a different way to sell my product. In fact, I was just looking the other day, I reached 1,000 sales on Etsy, but I'm like, I've been on there for a long time. I should have done that a long time ago. Alright, so I think these don't look like much, but once I get them together, I'll post a picture of what they look like. When I went downtown, we have train cars set up outside of the bakery, and I put them, I need to find that reel too, sitting at the train station, and I had 4 or 5 of them together. It was really cute. All right, done. Just a little bit. Going around his nose. So I also made these into snowmen, a penguin, a rabbit. I only did a couple of witches, because finding witch outfits was really hard. You had to get them at Halloween time, of course. Oh, a jack-o'-lantern head and a gnome. But that was always something I was going to do, was make an entire line of these things, and then I moved on to everything else. So. Okay, there you go. I put more shading on this one. I don't think that there's any shading on the one on Etsy, and that's a tough thing to do, is send them something that doesn't look like their original. So it would be a good toy soldier. So now I got to go find the hat bands, and we seal them up. The straw will come up and over the hat band. Put that on there. dress them in some little outfits, and they really need to go out in the mail today. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you a little later. Bye, everyone.